He wrote that one, and he read that particular poem at a rally, and then he shared it with me, and he gave it to me, and that very night I ended up translating his poem into Bengali, one that I would like to share probably at the end. A poem. But I will do that in Bengali. So some of you wanted me to do. So I will use that thing. The poem is called 10,000 Atypical Haiku Dedicated to Caliban. I should point out here that Fanon himself, in black skin, white mask, the text that Nagesh has so ably taken up, in that very text, black skin, white mask, Fanon criticizes, I think Menon's work called Prospero and Caliban, the psychology of colonization. In fact, Fanon wants Caliban to be much more revolutionary, and that was the case actually with Aimé Césaire. Nagesh mentioned Aimé Césaire, the Caribbean. Aimé Césaire was the Caribbean revolutionary, Marxist, poet, and famous for his prose work called Discourse on Colonialism, which appeared in 1955, and that also influenced Fanon quite a bit. So I wrote this, this haiku, atypical haikus, if I can use haiku in the plural. It is non-grammatical according to some, but I don't care. The plural, atypical haikus dedicated to Caliban. So who is Caliban? Who is Prospero? Now, in Shakespeare's play, The Tempest, you have these two major characters, Prospero and Caliban. Prospero is his master and Caliban is the slave. Prospero is this colonizer and Caliban the colonized. And the relationship between Prospero and Caliban is this relationship between the colonizer and the colonized. So at one point, Caliban gets angry in the play. Caliban gets angry, and here again, I'm taking up the question of language, and Franz Fanon, in fact, began his book, Black Skin, White Mask, with this statement. And that first chapter is on language. And he puts it this way: I ascribe a fundamental importance to the question of language. That's on language. So, and this also takes up this language. So I wrote this, and I have a couple of epigraphs. The first one is taken from an Iraqi poet, Ibn Ashraf, and his poem is called, very interestingly titled, Hegel Construction Company Limited. And to quote Ibn Ashraf, who gives a shit about the measure you dictate? I, for one, believe in the politics of extra syllables and bad rhymes. Unquote. And now Caliban himself, this is from Shakespeare's play The Tempest. You taught me language, and my profit on it is I know how to curse. আমি তো বাংলায় এভাবে সাধারণত বলে থাকি যে তুমি তো আমাকে এখন ইংরেজি ভাষাটা শিখিয়েছ, আমার উপর ইংরেজি ভাষাটা চাপিয়ে দিয়েছ, এখন এই ইংরেজি ভাষা আমি শিখেছি, আমি হয়তো ক্ষেত্র বিশেষে তোমার থেকেও আমি ইংরেজি ভাষা ভালো করে ব্যবহার করতে পারি। আমার সুবিধা হচ্ছে এখন আমি ইংরেজি ভাষায় তোমাকে বলতে পারি চুদলাম না, এটা তখন তুমি বুঝবে। So that's it. You taught me language, but my profit on it is I know how to curse. Now, haiku one. Caliban! And this is the zone of being, non-being. Caliban! Run, run. Run, 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 run. I know it's no fun. Two, Caliban, be in. Between being and seeming, Caliban is drinking. Number three, Caliban is stinking while Prospero is puking, and who says come in? Four, a fleshy white guy. Caliban's a dream and boredom he wants to buy. Five, you care and you care, but I don't. Rain or sunshine, history a snare. Six, layer upon layer you make the same old damn point. On my foot, on my head,